Well, we say hello to everybody. Yes, this is Tuesday, December the 31st, and my name is Brett with anvillmusicmedia, where we turn research into results that matter. I appreciate you for joining this live. If you happen to catch this on the replay, thanks again for watching. I'm excited about, what's to come in the new year, what we've got, some things going on. And of course, this is the last day of the year. And I first want to say I appreciate everyone who has supported this channel. It's been really, really good to kind of be here and to be in front of you and to talk to you and us to discuss. We've had great conversations and we will continue to have even more conversations. And as you're coming in, let me know where you're watching from, and say hello. Drop a comment in the comment section. This is a free live for everybody to be able to talk. So we're here. I'm always excited to talk with you and talk to you. Of course, in general, I'm generally talking and just giving you updates and news and information. Today, this video is going to be a little bit more personal. I don't mean like I'm giving personal information, but I ran across, or I actually made a mistake, and I want to come on and talk about it because the equipment and the computers and the tech that I use, it requires a certain level of consistency throughout what I'm using. I'm going to talk about it later, but this video is a oops video, like, oh, this is something that I did that wasn't the very smartest thing to do, but hey, I feel like I can come on and talk about my mistakes as well as my wins. So thankfully it was not a huge mistake, right? Like it wasn't something that cost me too much money, but it's just very important to make sure all your ducks are in a row when you purchase new items and new tech, and get excited about it, but the tech that you purchase is not the compatible or correct product that you need. So anyway, as you're joining, please let me know where you're watching from. Say hello. This is my hello to everyone today. This is Tuesday. As you know, we do come on live, so thank you guys who continue to follow and watch this channel when I do come on live. Like I said before, this video is me telling on myself because I bought something that I probably shouldn't have bought. I purchased something I shouldn't have purchased. Now, in the previous live, I had two items that were purchased over the holiday season, and these two items, one was a microphone. So many of you know that this channel, I post videos about mostly Apple products, and I do a lot of reviews. Most of my stuff that I do on this channel is, a lot of it's used. Like I rarely, in most cases, I don't review products that are old and older. So, and that's specifically like my sort of niche of where I am and what I sort of offer. Like, not every product. There are some products that I do reviews on that are, they're of course, they're new, they're brand new. Most of the stuff however, that I do review is mainly old. And that's just because the tech and the computers and the products that I purchased and decided to purchase, it's solid. It's solid inventory. Like, I don't feel the need to go out and get the most recent piece of technology, because that doesn't necessarily, just because it's current doesn't necessarily mean that it's something that's for me. So, but anyway, hey to everybody, thanks so much for joining. Like, I appreciate you guys for listening and watching me today. Of course, my eyes on the road. I'll be stationary shortly, so I'll be able to address all the comments. If you have any questions, anything you'd like to talk about today, for some of you, I believe you're probably almost in the new year. Like, so happy new year to those who have already crossed over. We'll be celebrating the new year here in the next, I don't know, I can't even do my math this morning, it's so early, in the next 20 hours or so. So I appreciate that. So, all right, let's get into it. This is my mistake. This is what I made. And I rarely do this, guys. I rarely make mistakes like this. But, you know, as it happens, usually when you make mistakes like this, it's because you have not really paid attention to details. You haven't done your research. And I tell you guys all the time, like, you're looking to purchase a product, you must do your research. You got to know what you're buying, especially with computer and tech. So I did not follow my own instructions, and so yeah, the product I purchased was not the correct product, and I'm in the process of returning it back. So thankfully I can get my money back, so that's one good thing. But a lot of times in tech and with electronics, a word to the wise, before you open that box, or even before you open the box, like, just research the product. Make sure it's the right software or hardware for you. Like, it's no point in, because once you open that box, most likely whatever you purchase, they're not going to return it. I mean, they're not going to allow you to return that item. So I in my last live, I reviewed, like I said, I reviewed there was a mic. It's called the Holly Lark mic that hooks up to, like, it hooks up to your camera and your phone. Something I needed for my vlogging when I do my regular videos. I may test it out on my lives, but anyway, it's compatible with your phone, whatever. It's a mic system for videos, vlogging, for podcasting. Cool. That's cool. The other item that I purchased was a mini Sopuro, I think. I want to say that's what it's called. Well, this item is a USB hub that is made specifically for Mac. All right. Now, mistake number one that I made, I purchased this item, and this was my mistake, guys, if you already know. Like, I purchased this USB hub, and my mistake number one was the fact that I purchased this and assumed, because it's made for Apple, me purchasing this was going to be, it's going to be okay for me to use, and for me to use with the computers and the iMac, specifically iMac. So I have I have two iMacs that I use, and the purpose of this USB hub is to, of course, we know with like the iMacs, all of your ports are in the back of your computer, where you hook in all your cables and your cords. You hook in your hard drives, external hard drives, all of this. It's in the back, so it's sort of like inconvenient, right? To if you're like me, you have a lot of external hard drives and you're constantly transferring files. It's inconvenient to have to reach around the back to hook up your cables. So, you know, I'm thinking I'm being smart about it. I'm gonna buy a hub, a USB hub that sits on my desk or sits directly under my iMac, that I don't necessarily have to, it's not an inconvenience for me to reach around the back of the computer. It makes sense, right? That's logical sense. Well, this hub that's made for Mac, which leads me to mistake number 2, my mess up. Totally my mess up. This hub for Mac has a speed of, I think it's a GPS of 10. And it's made, check this out. This hub is actually made for Macs that are well, on the box it said it was made for Macs that are 2021 models and later. Oh yeah, no good. No good. If you watch my channel before, you already know that I do own two iMacs. One iMac is they're both Intel Macs. Yeah, ooh, they're both Intel Macs. Now, Intel Macs went out. They were discontinued like 5-6 years ago. And Apple, of course, they ended up switching over to their own M1 chip. So that's another story. Both of my iMacs are one is 2015 iMac. Yes, it's a 2015. What are we going to 2025? That's 10 years old. The next iMac is a 2013. I'm gonna say it again, a 13. Now this is like my powerhouse iMac. I mean, it's fully capable. Like I think I got 40 gigs of RAM. I've got 2 terabytes of hard drive space. It's an i7, so it's a great iMac. Like I use this thing. I actually rarely even get on the internet because I use this specifically for like all my heavy projects, and I use it. And that's a bit of advice for you all. If you have the money or if you have the opportunity, I would buy separate computers for different things. I wouldn't rely on just one computer, because what happens when that computer goes out? Because that's sort of, well, did that happen to me? I don't think that's happened to me yet, but I've definitely in the past had a computer that was so old and it was like so slow that I knew the end was near. Let's just say that. Which, I mean, in the new year, I'm looking at purchasing. I'm looking at, of course, purchasing maybe a new Mac. But these two iMacs are over 10 years old, and I still use them. But to my point, it would be probably wise if you had 2 different computers, one that you could work on like your everyday stuff, and the other is like for, whatever, like special projects, or if you do like heavy production. I would just have one computer, because what you don't want to be is dead in the water with a computer messing up, or you're in the middle of a project. That's the worst thing. The worst thing is, number one, not saving your files in more than one space, and something happens to your computer, or your computer crashes and you lose your information, you lose your data. that's no good. No good. That's number one. So maybe another conversation for another time. But for right now, save your data twice. Just do that. That way you're just, your mind is at ease. Number two is, if you have the money, purchase another computer so you can have so you can just, you're sort of leveraging your workflow. You're leveraging what the things that you have to work. You have two different computers too. So yeah, back to my story. Both of my iMacs are old computers. Yes, they're old. They're super old. And this USB hub was not compatible and is not compatible. And the moment I got off my live, the last live I had, the moment I got off, I was like, something told me to just like like to actually look it up. And I looked it up and it said, oh no, this hub only will work with computers that are older. And I think it said older than like a 2020. I still was way off. I was way off. Way off. So I didn't even open the box. And I actually, when I got the box, it actually said, it was like only compatible with like 2020 iMacs or more. Like, I have a MacBook that's a 2019, but I already have a USB hub for it. That Mac it's a really nice MacBook. The only thing I don't like about the MacBook is it has 4 slots for the USB-C. It doesn't really have any other slots, so I had to buy a hub for it that just, it kind of slides on the side. But yeah, somebody said in the comments, upgrade time. Yeah, upgrade time. Yeah. So yeah, like you see, I mean, I'm talking to you with an entire channel with Apple products, and I have older products, and I'm not really, I mean, it really doesn't, like, it doesn't really matter, because like the computers, they work, so I'm not ashamed about that, more so than if you got old stuff, either upgrade or be very careful about the new software or the new hardware that you purchase. Be very careful about that, because you will not be able to use whatever you purchase if you have an older computers. And that's what happened to me. So in the past, I've been really good about, because of course, their companies and Apple for a while, in what happens is, when you have new computers that come out and new software and so forth, and you have the ports, you have new cables that come out, you have to be careful, because you may have to purchase a converter piece, and a lot of times I've done that over the years. I've had to go from USB-C to HDMI, or USB-A to USB-C, back with the first USB, like to Thunderbolt, like so. And I have a video about that. I have a video about Thunderbolt cables, and there's a Thunderbolt 3 and a Thunderbolt 4, USB-C, as I said before. So you kind of have to watch out about these things, especially if you do a lot of like audio production or equipment. Just make sure that whatever you're purchasing, I always, and this is where I slipped up in purchasing this USB hub, I normally always try to think ahead. Like, so if I'm making a major purchase, I'm gonna make sure that everything that I have is already ready to go, or I have the compatible cables for the computer that I'm working with. Even when it comes to like software, right? Software is another thing. If you buy new software, you've got to make sure that your software is compatible with your latest, with your operating system. I mean, it's a very important piece, because you could be like, oh, I'm getting the greatest software, and I've had people and friends that I've sort of are like, they're really excited about buying, and they purchase this software. Yeah, guys, I'm bundled up. It's cold out here, but they purchase their software without even researching if it's compatible with the computer that they purchased. So a lot of this stuff can be avoided, I'm just saying, if you do your research. It can all be avoided, and this is my mistake. So thankfully, I did not open the box, so it's being returned. And you can see it, like I did it in my last live. So if you go check my last live, which was last Friday, yeah, that was my blunder. So cool. Let me see what people are saying in the comments. Hey, what's going on? Long live Draco. How's it going? Somebody said where I'm headed. Actually, guys, I just I usually get out early in the morning. I go to work out. I try to get my day started like super early. And this is a part of what I do. So yeah. Jake Burns said, whoa, upgrade time. I know, right? It's upgrade time. It's definitely upgrade time. Are you trying to tell me something? No, seriously. Yeah, man. Not quite, not yet. One of the computers I have is 10 years old. It has a lot of secondary, third party software that is discontinued, and so probably one of my projects in 2025 is going to be to upgrade the software. Now it's gonna cost a lot of money for me to do this, and that's why I'm fighting against the grain of making this change, because change is not easy. It's just not easy. So I'm just holding on to that computer. Thankfully, like, it's probably the software that I have is like, it's the last of the software of its kind. As we know, software as we know it is no longer. With software, most of the software you buy now is subscription based, which means that you're paying on it every monthly. You never pay it off. I hate that. So I've just been like totally trying to just fighting it, and I don't want to upgrade, So anyway, but yeah, man. Arshnu Edit says, yo, dude. Hey, what's up, Arshnu? How's it going? He said, he asked me the question, do you like the apple polishing cloth? I've never heard of that. I have to research that. Tell me, what is that? What is the polishing cloth? Is that for like your screens? Is it a real item? Like, really? I hope what you commented on is real. Can anybody answer that in the comments? Does anybody know what the apple polishing cloth is? Is this something that's new? I guess this is Pac-Man Gamer. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Is it the new year yet for you guys? Are you guys in 2025? If so, that's kind of cool, because we're still in 2024. But Happy New Year. I forgot to say that to everybody. Happy New Year to everybody on this live. You guys, everybody be safe out there. Arsenal Edit says, should you software off the internet? I'm not gonna say that word, because they will, you can read in the comments. I'm not gonna repeat that, because they'll probably kick me off. Short answer, no. Now, have I? Yes, I have before, but I don't, and I'm sure we all have. But buy your software. You know, most of the times when people do that is because they can't afford it. And I was at a place where I could not afford software. So guess what? I would go borrow it from the internet. But yeah, you should really buy. But thanks for the question. It's a valid question. They're making it harder and harder for you to be able to just pull software off the internet like that. Like it's not something that you can do nowadays and get away, and so it's just just buy it. It's worth it because it's yours. And like I said, that's part of the reasons why I'm fighting against the grain. Like I'm really like rebelling against all Apple computers now, because like I don't want to upgrade. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't want to. But the cracks are showing, right? And when you buy new items and they're not compatible because your old items are 10 years older, that's what you're gonna get. I could, of course, go and purchase out a hub that would be compatible for it. But why would I do that? I'm not gonna purchase anything older than 2 or 3 years at this point. So Arch News says it's getting very expensive. Yeah, it's getting expensive. You're having to purchase it and it be on a license base. So as long as you're paying monthly for it, you're going to be paying for it. So I have Adobe software, which I pay about, how much is it? It's like $40 or $50 a month for the entire suite of Adobe. Like we got InDesign, we have Premiere, we've got Acrobat. What else? What else comes with Adobe? It's a bunch of different things. It was like $40 or $50 a month, and there's no way to buy this stuff and just buy it once. So you can imagine, like, if you're getting software, I hope you're making money to be able to pay this off. Like, so just be careful with that. What other software do I have? I have so this is an orchestra plugin that I use for my music side of production. You guys know I actually do music production as well. But this plugin, it's the East West Hollywood Orchestra or Strings, and I'm paying on it monthly. It's like $20 a month. So I pay up. You want to use it, you got to pay for it. So yeah. Somebody says Happy New Year. Hey, Happy New Year. Shoot, man. Somebody said, hey, what's good, Unc? Man, I'm an uncle status. Well, that's what's up. Like, cool. Yeah. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video if you get a chance. Hoping everybody is well. I'm excited about 2025. Man, we're just up here chatting it up. Where are you guys watching from? Let me know. Where are you watching from? I see you guys up here leaving comments, so thanks for watching. Arshnu says, should you try those sketchy subscriptions with like 20 software license? I'm not sure what you mean. Like who produces software with like 20 different licenses? I don't know. There is a software that I use that it's, oh my gosh, you can only purchase it because it's got the licenses are like fragmented, or the software is fragmented, so you gotta have like the real thing. Oh, okay, cool, man. From India, thanks. What time is it in India now? Are you guys in 2025 yet? I think it's kind of cool. Like I'm on live, but I may be talking to somebody who's already in 2025. Happy New Year to you. It's early here. I'm on the East Coast, United States. Appreciate you guys watching. Oh yeah, okay, 5:35 p.m. Yep. Well, you guys are much further out than I am. It's 7 in the morning here. Okay, cool. We got some people from India. Nice. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. This live for me is a little bit of a tell on myself live, in which I purchased a USB hub, and it was not compatible with the current Macs that I have, or I should say the Mac is not compatible with the USB hub. So that was a mistake on my part. I made the mistake. So cool. What else you guys got going on? Talk to me. Let me know. Any plans? Anybody have any plans for the day? Anything going on? Archdude, do I like Indian food? I would say yes to I would say yes to that, but I don't eat it often. I don't really eat it often, you know. So yeah. One quick other thing, if you guys get the chance, and I placed it in my community tab, so I would invite you to join my email list. This list will include information about insider Apple products, some rumors about what's coming up, information. If you're looking to, if you're like sort of in the market to purchase computers or software or iPhones, iWatches, I've got information and resources for you. If you would go to that and sign. You can either sign up for this on my, sign up on my channel, or if you go to the community tab, you'll see the link. You just click the link. It's a good link. You click it and just give me your email address, and I'll send you information. So yeah, the question is, should I upgrade from an iPhone 13 Pro to a 16 Plus? Well, it all depends. The 13 Pro is now it's the Pro. It's not the Pro Max. I don't think the Pro Max I don't think iPhone has a Pro Max 13 to a 16 Plus. I mean, in my opinion, you're probably right around the time where you should. I wouldn't personally. I would maybe wait until the 17 comes out, because the 17 is rumored to come out in about 2 or 3 months. We probably will see iPhone 17 in early spring. So I would just wait. I would probably wait until kind of see what Apple's doing with that. Which kind of it's just like what I'm saying with this video. Like, if you're gonna upgrade, make sure that you weigh out all your options, right? Weigh out all your options. Because, and the reason why I wouldn't is, I like to get items that are sort of new but not all the way new, because new I just don't like paying full price. So one of the things is, with purchasing that iPhone, if you get the iPhone 16 now, you're basically getting it for full price. If you wait until the iPhone 17, you could, and you still want to get the iPhone 16. It's still new. Like, I don't get it. People want the latest thing to come out, but the iPhone 16 is going to be less. The price is going to be less once the 17 comes out. So, in my opinion, I would wait. It's totally up to you. Oh yeah, sure. You're welcome, man. anytime. Anytime. Any other questions we got? Before I go, I'm actually about to get to go work out. It's always good to talk to you guys. And so, is there any other questions about software? Any issues you having? I constantly get I get emails all the time about people having problems or issues, or they want to know how to use a piece of software or use their iPhone or whatever, just little things like that. I'm here for it, guys. I'm here for it. The moral of this story for me is don't purchase something unless you got the information, if you've done your research. Don't be like me. Please don't be like me. Because I was totally, I'm supposed to be supposed to be experiencing what I do, but this was not a good decision. This purchase was not a good decision. And thankfully I was able to return the item, and it wasn't a lot of money. A lot of times you don't get so lucky. So just make sure you're always researching what you buy, even when it comes to computers, because your computer is like that's the most expensive item that you can get. And once you purchased it, it's really hard to resell that thing. Like, it's really, really hard. The Apple, with the Apple M chip, there's 4 generations. There's M1, M2, M3, M4. And the resale value of the Apple M1 chips, those computers it's bad resale value. You're probably getting maybe half. You're probably getting half of what you purchase. For example, if you if you purchase like an iMac, I think those things range like $2,000 to $3,000. Go on the internet, you're barely gonna get $1,800 for it. Barely. Resale value is not what it used to be. They get you coming and going. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So thanks, all you guys, everybody, you guys watching from India. I see some people from Colombia, from Peru. Wow. Thanks, guys, for watching. And don't forget, I do come on live every Tuesday and Friday at this time. Every Tuesday, every Friday. Another question. Let's see. Should I get an M2 MacBook because I need it for video editing, or a Windows laptop will do the same? Well, I think there are two parts to your question. So the first part is Windows versus Mac. I don't use Windows for any type of video editing. It is possible. I just don't do it because you're just talking about two totally different it's different software. It's a different computer. Go and watch my, well, first of all, Arsenal, sign up for my newsletter. I can give you more information with that, which just requires your email. You just send me your email. I'm gonna get you some more information on that. But to answer your question, I would definitely go with Mac if you are doing this for video editing. And the reason why I say that is because that's what I was gonna say. The Mac, look up the Mac Mini M4. It just was released in October of this year. Look up the Mac Mini M4. I have like 2 or 3 videos on it, so you can watch those videos. I go down the list of the specs for this Mac, And I know you're saying you want a M2 MacBook, but the Mac Mini is great. You probably want the MacBook. I'm assuming because you want to be able to take it on the road with you. But I would definitely go with the MacBook. What specs are you looking at? Because I would not get anything under your RAM needs to be over 16 gigs. 32, I would do 32 honestly, but you're gonna pay for that. Um, make sure you're not skimping or you're not shortcutting on your specs, because video editing can get really heavy and it can really tax your computer's operating system, and you don't want to be slow nowadays. I mean, thankfully, like with Apple's chip, so the M2 is Apple's it's Apple's chip. Thankfully, like you're doing pretty good. Like it's a pretty good buy if you decide to buy it. But I just would not I would not use it Windows laptop. And I really am saying that honestly, because I don't know a lot about editing in Windows. People do it all the time and people have Windows computers. I just don't. I use Mac for virtually everything, with the exception of like work. So, and that's very opinional on my part. That's my opinion. It doesn't mean you can't. I mean, I had a follower here on my last live that talked to me about like building computers and what software you could use, and you know how Linux software and all that. Like all of that is foreign to me. I'm just gonna be honest. So, if you let me know what the specs are for that M2 MacBook, I can assist you. But yeah, sign up for my newsletter, my information. All I need is your email for that. So, yeah. But yeah, let me know where you guys are watching from. Like I said, I've got people from all over. You guys get to see the sunrise in the background. It was dark earlier. Like, geez. Yeah. So, and if you haven't gotten a chance to check out, go ahead and see if I can turn this light off. Yeah. Okay. Good. Guys hadn't gotten a chance to check out my other videos, my other live videos. I was talking about, I had mentioned the Mac Mini M4. It's a nice computer. It's like a powerhouse of a computer. Oh gosh, let me get my mail. Let's see. This Mac Mini is, oh man, I've done like 2 or 3 videos on it. I advise you, if you don't watch my videos, research this thing. It just came out this year. And it's probably worth every penny that you have. And by the way, it's not even that expensive. Check it out, Mac Mini M4. Let me grab this. Oh, let's see if I can get this. Yep, the M4. The Mac Mini M4 is like, it's priced to go. Like it's $599 US dollars. I'm not sure what that is in everybody else's currency, but it is, compared to the other Macs out there, it's one of Mac's greatest products to date. And I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. So you're asking about the iPhone 17 design. Looks a little weird. You talk about the exterior. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the rumors about the iPhone 17 is that it looks just like the Pixel, the Google Pixel, because the cameras on the back are the same, or they look eerily similar. So I don't know what Apple's doing. They're trying to get into this, not get into it, but like the cameras are like just outlandish. So yeah, people say it resembles the Google Pixel. So you may have answered your question. Maybe you should get the 16. If you don't like the design of the 17 and what it's looking like. Now the designs are rumored. Like you can go and look this up. Do the same thing I do. Like that's all I do. Like I literally research what I'm gonna talk about it when I get on lives. Like I gotta make sure I'm talking about and giving the right information. Yeah, the iPhone 17, it's I'm with you on there. It does have the design is a little bit yeah, it just resembles Google's phone. So hey, that's something that you're like, I don't want to purchase. Don't get it, or at least wait till it comes out and see what it actually looks like, because these are all rumors. These are all rumors. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a personal moment for me, sort of a learning experience, and any sort of mistakes I make, I want to share, and I want to be transparent about the things that I do and the mistakes that I make, whether it be a purchase, whether it be a workflow issue. I'm gonna let you know so that you don't make the same mistake. The product that I purchased, just because it wasn't compatible with my computers, does not mean it's not a great product. Now I would buy it again once I do decide to upgrade my computers. I almost decided to keep it, honestly. I was like, it's like getting fries. It's like getting a hamburger with your fries. Like, you got the accessory, and I could have kept it, but like next year I may buy, and most likely I will buy, a newer computer. But I was just like, nah, it's just gonna be sitting around and wasted money. I'm not trying to waste money on that. So yeah. So don't be like me and make that mistake of purchasing something without research first. Gotta research it first. Gotta research. Yeah. Well, next year is almost here, guys, and Happy New Year to everyone. I'm gonna say that again. Stick with me, hang with me. We're gonna be talking. This is an open conversation. This is an open forum. I know this channel is about Apple and Macs and MacBooks, but feel free. If you use Windows products, if you use other softwares, like, feel free to join, because I'm all about learning as well. Like, I want this to be an interactive conversation that we can have. Final thing I want to talk about is, in my opinion, what does, and I already talked about it, but just for fun, what is the Apple product? What is the number one product that Apple's released this year? what is that product in your opinion? In my opinion, I think the product is the Mac Mini M4. This thing is really, really nice, and it's so small and compact. Like, very, very fast. But like, I would research the Mac M4, the Mini M4. But yeah, to me, that's Apple's best product to date. So go research that thing. It's like $599 to start. Now, for the work that I do, if I were to purchase the Mini M4, it's going to end up being probably about $1,800, because by the time I upgrade my RAM, and by the time I upgrade my hard drive space, it's going to be like almost $13,000 more. So, or not $13,000, $1,300 more. So yeah, check that thing out. Yeah. So, any other questions? It's been good, man. It's been good. Join me on Friday, man. We'll be in the new year. We'll be talking about a few things. I'm gonna jump back into some more tech news, because I've got a feeling we've got some major things coming in the form of tech. A lot of companies, Google, Meta, Apple is the same. They're really racing to perfect their vision and glasses technology. This thing is being really, like, I don't ever feel like we're going to transition out of our phones fully, but man, it's going to be close, because I think what Google is doing with their glasses, Meta is the same, how they're integrating AI technology. I mean, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. And no, these aren't Google glasses, but I wear glasses, and I wear them first and foremost for prescription. I don't wear them for style or to make me look good. I would be blind without these things. Totally blind. So I wear contacts most of the time anyway. So yep. Well, I'll say it again. Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you so much for joining this channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Go subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate it. And until then, man, we'll see you in the new year. Alrighty? Take it easy.